There aren't many chairmen or owners who ask their manager for a reference, let alone get one like this.
He's a god here, and rightly so, you know. They want to name the stands, name the shirts, name everything after him, but he won't have it.
All right, Barry Fry is prone to exaggerate, but he's genuinely in awe of the transformation of Birmingham City carried out by David Sullivan, multi-millionaire pawn king and born-again football fan.
It is phenomenally exciting to watch a football match, and I get the excitement that every fan gets. And you combine that with the fact we've got £8 to £10 million tied up here, we probably get double the excitement. So, but I can't tell you, just the sheer thrill of watching the club play is wonderful. And it's nice to look at the stand over there and think, well, we built that, that wasn't there a year ago.
In the 2 years since Sullivan arrived, more than half of St Andrews has jumped from the Iron Age into the Space Age. The conversion of 2 high-banked stands into a football amphitheatre has taken dramatic shape, and 16 more executive boxes will be opened in the months ahead. Karren Brady, a 20-something managing director, has just masterminded record commercial revenue profits. She's the public face of Sullivan's football empire. He spends more of his time at his mansion in Essex. It makes Southfork look like your average semi, but it says a lot about Sullivan's success in business, as does his attitude to those closer to Birmingham who he says haven't lived up to their word.
We don't get a penny piece off Birmingham Council, so they make a lot of nice noises towards us, but the reality is they don't do anything. And I understand their problem, but the money's got to come from somewhere, and we can't keep digging it up, and we need people to come into partnership with us and make a contribution.
That impatience has spilled over into team affairs. In the Ensley League, only Wolves and Middlesbrough have bigger wage bills. That's why Sullivan's been known to offer advice on team selection, and why earlier in the season he told Barry Fry Birmingham had to be in the top 3 by Christmas, or else.
He's been very successful in business. He's bought a football club. He wants that to be successful. He wants it to be where Manchester United are, but, you know, and Newcastle are, and Blackburn are, but it's taken years for that to happen. It doesn't happen overnight. And he's a bit frustrated, and he gets carried away, and he says a few things, but then again, so do I.
I can stand an adverse comment from Barry that perhaps a director with an ego would say, I'm not having that man, I can't work with him. I mean, you had a situation at Villa where the chairman and the manager didn't talk. I mean, that's not the case here. I mean, Barry's, I mean, I speak to him 5 times a day, you know, but he rings me up at home, I ring him up at home. And we're a very open relationship.
And Sullivan must trust his manager, because despite frequently saying the money's run out, Barry Fry keeps signing players. The latest import was paraded on Saturday. Rui Esteves, a Portuguese midfielder signed from Benfica. He'll probably cost around £500,000. And on Monday, Paul Williams arrived from Crystal Palace on loan. Because money doesn't buy you an injury-free squad. 13 Birmingham players have undergone major operations this season. And against Swansea, Fry was down to mixing and matching. Jason Bowen is another on Fry's shopping list. But in 38 minutes, he got away, took a nudge in the back from Chris White, and Swansea had themselves a penalty. There was a nerveless confidence about John Hodge's kick, and for the rest of the afternoon, it reflected Swansea's defending, despite the sending off of fullback Mark Claude. Birmingham just ran out of ideas, and with no Kevin Francis to aim at, they couldn't convert the chances that did come their way. Well before the end, Jasper Carrot and 16,000 others were facing up to Birmingham's first home defeat in 6 months. Yet 6 months from now, David Sullivan expects to be in Division 1, and then he'll really get serious.
We don't really want to leave until Birmingham is higher than 6 in the Premier League. The highest the club's ever finished was 6 in the old Division 1. And myself, my target is to beat what's happened in 120 years of history.